Okay, guys, so welcome to Fitness Factory's second podcast, and today we have Eleanor.
Hello.
Eleanor is, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Eleanor. I'm the mother of this one here. My daughter, my eldest. I've known Anisha now since she took over Fitness Factory.
2 years today?
2 years, it's 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that. So I've known Anisha for 2 years and I've been a member for that amount of time.
Yeah, you have.
From the beginning.
Yeah,
so
from the beginning, yeah.
And that's how I know Anisha.
I know. We're like family now. And then
My name's Stal.
daughter of Eleanor.
Daughter of Eleanor. also been going to Fitness Factory for 2 years. So since it started in the summer.
Yes, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're studying in Wales?
Studying in Cardiff, studying sports management. So
Yeah, and whenever she's
Last
in
year
Leicester,
now.
she's over at the gym.
I come straight to the gym. I come back for the gym.
In fact, I think I remember you saying that you actually miss the gym,
Yeah.
Fitness Factory, more than you miss any.
Oh, 100%. I actually come back
Yeah.
just for the gym.
More than she misses your home. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is a lovely Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige. I've known Anisha for probably about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
I am girlfriend of the famous Andre, which everyone loves. And yeah, that's how I know Anisha.
Yeah. And obviously Paige comes to the gym as well. So yeah, so we did our podcast last week with the guys, and now it's our turn, the females. So yeah, so obviously we're going to talk about all things gym and life and men and everything, okay?
Lovely.
So one of the things that we talked about last week, and it was really interesting actually, because there's something that bothers me anyway. It's always something that I think about, and I think I've spoken about it before. But something that Dre said actually last week, and we always think that everybody that goes to the gym is like really, really with it. We go there every day and we're all doing our thing, and people got this image, haven't they, about gym people that they're really on it, they're really all happy people and everything. And Dre said, you know what, most people in the gym are miserable. He said most people that are there are not happy. Yeah, they're happy in the time that they're training, but then they go home and they'll be like, oh, I'm a bit fat and I'm a bit this, and, or when they don't get to train. Yeah, what do you think? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I've been going to the gym for many years now, like years. And I've picked up from like other people, being around other people as well, like no matter how much you do, you will never be satisfied with what you've got. It's like anything though. Like you have this amount of money, but you could have this amount, so you're never satisfied with anything. And I feel like that is the case with a lot of people that go into the gym and stuff. Just because I think, don't know, like you look at yourself and you think, yeah, you're feeling really good. You look at someone else and then you think, like, shit.
Yeah. So
Like,
do you think that's society do you think that we are just that kind of people? Do you think that it's society as a whole?
Yeah, it's
that
quite a
we're
lot.
just never happy with what we have?
Yeah, I believe that we've got an unrealistic sort of beauty standard, especially as women. So for me personally, when I go into the gym, I feel great about myself for that short space of time. But again, you can compare, and you've got other beautiful people working on themselves in the gym as well. But I do find that the more I work out and the more I try to look better, the worse I actually feel about myself, because I'm not quite there yet, or that could be slightly better, or, I can see some gains, but now, okay, I need to work on that, and now that doesn't look as good. And so it's just kind of a vicious circle for me.
Do you think that's healthy, Eleanor? Do you think that to be like that is healthy?
No, not at all, because I didn't. Obviously, the age difference between, say, me and the girls is vast.
Yeah.
And the society that I grew up compared to you guys was completely different.
Yes.
We didn't have time to even think about working on ourselves. There wasn't the window where you would say, it's my time now.
Yeah.
And it took me till I was 34 to start training properly. 32, 34. So I initially started with doing marathons. So, no, I
Do you
didn't
think
grow up
that,
in
though? I mean,
world.
I'm with you because obviously I'm older than you. And I feel like we didn't have social media in our day, did we? We didn't have our phones as much. There wasn't all of that. So there wasn't that many people to compare yourself to. Do you understand? Other than what you saw on the TV and you thought actresses and famous people, they're in their own little league. You didn't even try and compete with them. But like the everyday people were just your own group
We used
of...
to watch, for example, a music video. And I was saying this to a family member, my brother actually, saying about Pink. There was a video of Pink who had sang a song, I can't remember the song, but she had abs. She had a V-line ab. And I was looking at her as a 16, 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, thinking, what is wrong with her body? Like, what is that? Like, is she thin? Is she ill?
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with her?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't used to seeing that. Because girls, when we were growing up, didn't have abs.
They didn't have abs, no.
It wasn't the fashion.
Six-pack wasn't a thing, was
to
it?
be that lean.
Yeah.
And then obviously you get to a point where I first started training. All I trained was abs. Abs run, because all I wanted was to have abs. But at a very, very later stage. But it clearly was there.
Yeah.
But we just didn't have the capability of seeing it. Because
But I think that now you go on social media and everything that comes up on your phone is just like you said, some beautiful woman, you know, who, most of the time with their arse out. And
Photoshopped.
Unfiltered.
well, yeah, but how many people realise that it's filtered?
Do you know what? I actually...
Every woman knows that a photo is filtered.
You can
I don't think they do pay.
Yeah, we do.
No,
we do.
no, I don't. But I don't think every woman knows that. I think a lot of people still look.
Yeah, you're right.
Our generation do, but their generation
No, I don't
it's
think.
shocked.
Yeah, I don't think they realise. They don't.
See,
I don't
I
think
did
they
my,
look at that picture and think,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's Photoshop." First
can tell
initial
them.
is, "Wow, I want to
Yeah.
look like that."
It
You were
depends
saying
what
yeah.
mindset I think you're in.
What,
if
you were
you're-
saying something. So.
No, I actually did my dissertation on beauty standards and like social media and like the effects of it on people that go to the gym. So pretty much what we're talking about. It is mad how much the standards have changed though. So like if you go back to like 2016, I think that the trend was to have thigh gaps, skinny legs,
Yeah.
abs.
Further
And-
back than
Yeah.
16. I've just told you as we're walking from the car
know,
park,
yeah.
from the age of 20,
Yeah.
if not
Skinny.
I jumped around like a mad lunatic doing cardio, trying to get rid of this arse of mine,
Yeah.
right? God bless me with, right? And because the look was skinny.
Yeah.
I had
No,
big
it is.
thighs and I had a big arse.
But now if you look at it, it's
Now I'm
gone
fashionable.
It's gone curvy.
Yeah.
But now, apparently, well, it's not apparently, you know how like Kim Kardashian's always been known for like a BBL and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, she's taken them all out. and
Well,
so
that's what
curvy.
Hinesh said the other day. That
And-
even Hinesh knows.
And now skinny's back in. And I
Finally-
really, really hope it doesn't come back in.
Do you know, I
because
saw an
can't-
article, right, that actually said the heroin look.
Yeah.
I mean, why the hell
Yeah.
would you promote a drug addict look? I mean,
No, it's
the newspaper should not even be able to print that
No.
because what message are you sending out?
That's
to
ridiculous,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's crazy. It's crazy,
The
but that's
issue
what it
is-
was.
I think the issue long term is with all of this is that, unfortunately, we've all got children. You know, you're my child. Your mum's probably worried about you.
I got a boy. as
You've
well,
got a
yeah.
son. You
My
and,
daughter,
and don't
yeah.
think that it doesn't affect boys because my eldest son,
Oh, yes, it
and
does.
my other son,
Yeah.
my middle son. I mean, I've got 4, so
They have the
all
other
come to
opposite.
me
They wanna
and
be
say
big.
to me, oh my God, I've got a little bit of fat, and including
Yeah.
boys. And it's not like it's just a girl thing.
Yeah.
Boys go through
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
well, and unfortunately, that's my only worry, that they have to be kind of put out to this kind of image, which unfortunately I believe that you should try to at least be happy with what you have. It's
Yeah.
a very hard ask to do that.
That's impossible.
But
I don't know about
you
that.
have to go
Yeah.
into any kind of situation and say, right, this is what my plate is.
Yeah, 100%.
I
agree
have to
with you.
work on this.
Yes.
The girl next door is not my problem.
Yeah.
And the guy over there and the
Yeah.
woman over there. You have to work on your
Yeah.
plate. And
And you know,
how it
Eleanor, don't you
works.
agree that it doesn't matter, you can just keep chasing this ideal.
Yeah.
It's going to get further and further and you're just going to keep going and
Yeah.
keep
But then
going and
it
keep going.
just
When do
mentally,
you
you
stop? mentally,
mentally-
yeah.
you
But
Sometimes
it's,
it can be healthy though. For me,
some of it, goal
Sometimes.
setting is very important. But
It's
I
just the
feel
way you
goal
approach it.
setting in your career, in your education, you know, other things, not how you look. Because yes, there's a difference, isn't there? Look, I own a
Yeah.
gym, right? So I'm not sitting here saying, oh, nobody should come to the gym because everybody's miserable in the gym, or that you shouldn't. You know, it's a lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
something you have to
Yeah.
do, right? One of the reasons I have started doing these podcasts is because I feel really passionate about this, and it really does bother me that people have become so consumed and obsessed with how they look and trying to attain this perfection that's in their mind, right? And for me, the message is, look, go to the gym, yeah? Do it for your mental health. Be happy within yourself. Go there because you meet your friends. There's a social aspect to it, right? You're surrounded by people, who make you feel good.
Yeah.
Your health. What are you doing? Your cholesterol, diabetes, all of those things.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 50 next year, right? So I'm at that menopausal age. And obviously, Eleanor, you're going to head that way, okay? The older we get, the more... Unfortunately, sorry.
It's a bit shady.
You're going to go there, right?
Just
threw it over.
Yeah, letting you know, mate. But the older you get, it's more important. You need to do more strength training. Because you're more likely to get brittle bones, and then, so all of those things. I hear that when you go into your menopause, you can go a bit wappy. So again, it's good for your mental state.
I think I'm already there. I think I'm at that pre-bit. Where,
are you? Yeah.
Where everything...
Ready to kill someone.
I just feel like I'm having out-of-body experience. I'm like, am I here? Am I not?
Yeah.
I can hear people talking, but then I feel a bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
And then my
brain fog. Yeah.
It's like the brain fog hit me, and then I
can't remember anything.
I'm like talking to people, and I think, am I here? Like,
are you sure you're not high?
I've never been high. I don't do any of that. And then
maybe the kids are slipping so much further.
My kids keep saying, "Mum, just take something. You'll feel better." And I'm like, I feel like I am. I feel like I'm actually floating.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Weird. That for all of those things, like, why don't we go to the gym for those things? And then, obviously, if you exercise every day, right? You're not going to go home and want to eat fish and chips, maybe, but I don't think so, right? You are going to be a bit more conscious of what you put in your body if you've just spent an hour or two in the gym, right? Then naturally you are going to look better.
But you feel better.
And you feel better. And isn't that what's so important? Rather than trying to look like Kim Kardashian or whoever's in fashion at the moment. Like, I just feel like we need to stop this. Like, who decides that there is a body trend? Who is Kim K? Like, why does anybody even inspire to this woman?
I know.
Like, what the hell has she done in her life that people are aspiring to be like her? Like, why have they put her on a pedestal?
Nothing.
Why are we even talking about her? Do you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, if you imagine, I don't know, someone like, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Who is like a complete, she's off the grid. She's gained loads of weight. That's probably a bad example. My son's going to say to me now, do you know what she's done? And I'm like, well, conspiracy theorists can be about a lot of people. However, why can she not be a template and say, look at this woman, this is who she is, this is the size of her. If you're happy and you want to wear a long dress and you want to look the way you look, why not? Who said that you have to go out 24 hours of a day, dressed up with makeup? This is the first time I've put makeup on in about 7 months, and that's because I didn't want to come here completely nude, because I'd normally just go and roll as I am.
Yeah, but you look.
But then then the thing is, people do. I mean, I get off when people say, "Oh, you look really nice there. What have you done?" I've washed my hair. Literally, I've washed my hair because, my hair's this and Stav's is that. So if you don't wash it, it just goes in a bun. You wash your hair and be like, wow, what have you done? I've washed my hair. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, makeup, no nothing, just wash it. And that ultimately makes me feel good.
Yeah. When
someone comes and compliments you, like, whoa, you look good. You don't even wash your hair.
Yeah.
But, or somebody in the gym, everybody, I mean, I haven't been for a few weeks as I've been off the grid and working and whatnot. And you go into the gym and it's like, you feel like a celebrity. Like, where have you been? Like, what have you been doing? Why have you not been here?
Oh, I messaged you, didn't I?
Yeah,
that
Alicia messaged me, where are you? What's the matter? Where are you? But that alone makes you feel good because you know that your face is being missed. Not necessarily you in the gym and you're inspiring other people, but just your presence.
You're a nice person. And people like you. Yeah, they miss you.
And that means so much more to me. To be liked.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I do have that. I liked validation for me being liked as a good person is much more important than...
Yes, 100%.
Oh, wow, she's being looked at because she's got, a great, fantastic body. Because I think you have to have an element of reality. The reality is, like you said, you're never going to ever achieve that perfect body. So I've come.
And you're only going to get older.
I think it comes with maturity.
Yeah, we restrict ourselves.
And we're going to get old.
You only punish yourself by doing that.
Yeah, we do. And you know, going back to what you said about people liking you, like, you know, I always remember this, and I can't remember who said it to me, but it's always stuck with me. People don't remember you for how you look or what. They remember for you for how you make them feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So true.
And I went to an event the other night. I was invited to a Women in Business event, and I met a lot of women there that used to come to because I used to do women only classes. So I used to have a lot of women, and it was mainly like people from my community, South Asian women. So I met loads of them there, you know, and it was really nice. We're all coming and hugging me, and like, you know, you can see they genuinely have love for me. And so many of them were like, oh my God, I started my fitness journey with you, and, you know, I've continued. This is what I'm doing now, and, you know, I've never stopped. But those days with you, I'll never forget them. They were the best. And then this one lady came up to me. I didn't know who she was, and she said, I don't think you recognize me, but she said, when I first moved to Leicester, I just got married, and I'd moved to Leicester from London, and I didn't know anyone, and I came to your class. And I felt so welcomed, like, you know, it was so nice. And I remember how you made me feel. Like, it was just like, it was so nice to actually be able to meet people. And, you know, and it was just, I thought, wow, that's so nice that she remembered me all these years later.
Yeah.
But she remembered how I made her feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? She didn't come up and say, oh, I remember what you looked like 15 years ago or whatever, did she? Do you know what I'm saying? It was how I made her feel.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so nice. And when I went there and I left there, and I was with my friend, and we were chatting about it, and I said, you know, that it was so nice to go in there. It was so refreshing, because meeting all the people from my past, and the fact that they genuinely still had so much affection for me, you know, and it was so nice. And again, it just goes back to nobody cares about how you're looking.
I'd rather be remembered for being a good person.
Yeah, and things you've done in your life, things you've achieved, like, you know.
Yeah. Not only that, I mean, as mothers, we all are mothers.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling to know that when you're putting your children on the right path as well, that they eventually adapt to the way you are, and they then become a figure of who you are as a parent, and then they take it on as well, which is something I always strive that my kids become good people.
Yes.
It's more important to me that they become good people rather than so self-indulged in themselves that they become arrogant. Yeah. Because arrogance is not a nice thing to have.
No, it's not.
It's nice to be a good person and remembered for that. So, I mean, society's a bit of a...
It is. And I don't know, like, okay, so going back to social media, right? So you've got the social influencers now. That we said everybody seems to want to be a social influencer. Everybody's on this thing about how many followers they can have, how many likes they can get, getting that perfect picture, the reels, the videos. Like I have to do it for the gym, and it is literally a full-time job, right? I've got little Anwar doing a lot of it now, but I have to put a lot into it. Just this podcast right now, this is easy, but then putting it all together and you know, it's hard work. Yeah. So why somebody would want to do that just for the hell of it is mind-boggling for me, right? Right, I really don't understand, but it's such a big deal. Like so many people want to be a social influencer, and I like
too many.
Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts on it? Like,
I think they just get validation for who they are. I think they again probably suffer with their mental health, and I think it's just the validation from everybody makes them feel better about themselves. Therefore, they keep on doing it. I'm personally not on social media, so
you and Dre are not on
there. And
is there a reason that you're not on there?
For my mental health.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it affect your mental health?
Yeah, I was a culprit of, scrolling for hours on social media, looking at these unrealistic beauty standards, looking at other girls that had better faces than me, better bodies than me, better clothes, lifestyle, acting how I wanted to act, for example, or wanted to be, or wanted my life to be. And I actually did nothing with my life because I just spent my whole time looking at everybody else and mourning what I didn't have, whereas I wasn't grateful and I wasn't mindful of my own life and what I have, and I'm blessed. I count my blessings every day, but that distracted me from that. So since coming off that, I have not I still suffer with, you know, some mental health problems on occasion, and I'll feel insecure on occasion, but a lot of that insecurity has gone since social media.
Okay, so it's really, because I look at you and I see a beautiful woman, because you are beautiful. Okay,
Thank you.
And you have an amazing personality. You know, you're confident. You come in the gym. You talk to everyone. Nobody would look at you and believe that you would feel insecure, right? And you know, I'm glad that you're comfortable enough to have this conversation. What do you think that triggered that insecurity?
Ooh, good question. The standards that are set. The bar is so high. You know, you've got filters, you've got plastic surgery, you've got people making hundreds and hundreds and thousands of pounds that can afford designer clothes, and the standard is up there. So, you know, normal old me living a normal life, just trying to get by and be happy, that's unrealistic for me. I could get there, but in my own way, in my own time, but they were rushing. I felt rushed. I felt like my life wasn't up to standard. So then you feel like nobody would want me. Oh, well, why would you want me when XYZ has got that? Or it's very materialistic, and it literally sabotaged my mind to the point where it was so toxic for me. And since coming off it, honestly, it's like a revelation.
And so did you like seek help? Or did you just literally just come off? Is that all you did, come off social media? Or did you like speak to someone? Did you
No, I came off on my own. I used to get to the point where I'd be scrolling, and you used on the iPhone, you used to get that time. It's like a time thing.
It tells you
how long you've been on it for. I'm not going to even disclose what my time was, but that alone kind of triggered it for me. And then the thoughts that I was getting, you know, I really felt down about myself. And no matter whether I'd looked in the mirror that morning and thought, yeah, you know, I got something going on. But then 2 hours later, I could be scrolling, and it seemed for me, I'd look at somebody else and their beauty would take away my beauty. Was my mindset. So I just bit the bullet and I did it.
Wow.
And then I've never gone back. It's been nearly 2 years now.
Really?
2.5 years, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I envy that, because I think sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could get off it easily.
Yeah.
But then the work industry that I want to go into is literally social
so
media.
But do you feel like, so how pages, do you feel like that stuff?
I have done before, but I think as I've matured in myself, I've learned to love what I have already. Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect, and I don't think these people on Instagram are perfect either.
No.
But I think it's just getting past that point of, oh, that's not actually real. And, you know, because I've done my dissertation on it, I've learned about it for years. The more I'm reading, I'm like, yeah, that's fake. Like, oh, she's done a filter. And it's so easily hidden. So, like, I did my dissertation on TikTok as well. And on TikTok, if you do a filter, it doesn't even tell you that you've done a filter. So you look at this girl and you're like, wow. Like, look at her skin, she's flawless. It looks natural, everything. Even to your body as well, you can do filters now.
Yeah, Hina said you can take your waist in.
It's just, even on videos, like you think, oh yeah, because it's a video, it's real, but it's not even the case anymore.
It's a distraction. It's a distraction.
So whatever you see,
world.
you've just got to get into the headset of, you know what, that's them. Do you. You're like, you do you, boo, and then I'll do me. Yeah. And just...
Yeah, 100%.
Deal with it
Can I ask
like
a
that.
question? Will you allow your child to have?
Because it's very different because he's a boy.
Yeah.
I am sometimes very grateful of that.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, everything that we're talking about with social media and women. I don't think so. Not until. I couldn't say. I mean, I work with children in children's homes at the moment, and they are quite challenged children. Right. They range between like 8 and 14. But even them, they get introduced into, because they've got challenging behaviours and they've come from really, you know, bad upbringings. They have to get kind of drip fed phone, social media, things like that. But even a little, you know, one of my children that I work with at the minute, she just got a phone. She's just got a social media, and her life's just going AWOL again because she's getting involved.
This is why I asked you, because I see so many children in pushchairs parents, they cannot be bothered to even like just dedicate a little bit of time, and they just go, there you go.
Yeah.
And this kid is like,
Yeah.
they know how to get in and out of it, and
Yeah.
and if they can't speak, they're and they're like the kid, the parent
Yeah.
knows exactly what to do
Yeah,
without
yeah,
even
yeah.
asking. TikTok, or
Yeah.
or a YouTube video. Yeah, okay, they're watching Cocomelon, fine. It's educational, colours and whatnot, but they have this found love to be holding some sort of device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that again, society did that.
Yeah.
Not us as parents, because I know family members of mine have said when they were expecting a child, I'm never giving my child a phone until she gets to this age. It's so impossible to do that.
It is. It is.
And then if you're not giving them, like my son's school, apparently they're not allowed to take phones in with like internet. They're only allowed to take a normal Nokia brick in. Who in the right mind is going to go out and buy their child a Nokia brick? No one. So every kid is walking into school, and it's not only the phone that is the problem, it's who's got the better phone. They've got an iPhone 8 and a 10 and 11 and a 12.
Yeah.
And then that becomes an issue in itself.
Yeah.
It's not
The
only
kids
the
are coming
scrolling
home.
that's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what phone you have to scroll on,
Yeah.
which then becomes a problem. So, I mean, it's very hard when parents say, I'm not going to give my child a phone.
My sister was exactly the same.
You can't
and now she's got constant battle with them.
Yeah.
They were like, from all their friends, they were probably the last to get phones.
Yeah.
But then she had to give in. Even the other day, I picked them up to take them somewhere, and she said, "Oh, Shakil's really not very happy because we've taken his phone off him."
Yeah.
You know?
That's the only thing that a phone is good for nowadays. The fact that you can take it away from them, which is the greatest punishment you can possibly do.
Yeah. It's like chopping a limb.
Yeah.
It's like chopping a limb.
Switch Wi-Fi off, and that you're done.
Yeah. I swear. I
take
remember
it off
having
and be
battles
done.
with my daughter over her phone.
Yeah.
To the point that I remember one year, right, she was at secondary school, I remember this, took her phone off her. So what she decided to run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't come home from school. Yeah. I'm searching high and low, but obviously she ain't got her phone, so I can't ring her, can I?
Yeah.
So thank God for social media. I messaged all her
And
friends.
it's a safety thing as well. It's a bit of a catch-22 for me.
Very
because
catch-22.
Yeah.
if my boy was to go out as a teenager, for example, I'd want him to have a phone.
Of course.
Yeah, because you can track them, can't you?
Yeah, I'd feel so stink if I allowed him to go into school when all his friends have got phones and
You
he's
feel bad,
the
don't you?
only kid
Yeah.
without a
Think I would.
phone.
Yeah.
Imagine sending your child into school with literally a Nokia brick. Pull the aerial up. Hello? Like the whole
Yeah. But again, like you said, society has done this because we now as parents have to give in to this pressure.
My daughter is 10 and she's going to secondary school, and she's like, when can I have a phone? I says, when you go to secondary school. But the school that she's going to, hopefully, is down the road. So I said, what do you need a phone for, Christiana? The house is there, the school is there, you're going to walk there and walk back. What potentially could happen to you from there to there? But she will have one, because that is what society does. It makes you think like that.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of world we're living in. We're not living in a very nice world.
No, we're not.
So
We're not. But I mean,
you are pushed to do that.
I mean, obviously, I, as a gym owner, as a parent, you're a parent, like you've been somebody that's been affected by social media to the point that you've had to come off it. You're still young, so you're like, as you grow, God knows what there's going to be when you have children.
But to be fair to Stav, in all fairness, although she's young,
she's very grounded. I mean, I can see very mature.
She puts me in check, because I'll be the one that goes up to her. I'm very gullible. I'm lethal. I'd buy anything. She's like, no,
Get scammed left, right, and centre.
it's fake. I would be broke if it wasn't for Stav, because I just see stuff, and then I'll show her pictures, and she'll say, "Mum, it's not real." But if I asked her probably when she was 17, 18, she probably wasn't, her mindset was probably different. Her mindset was probably, I want to look like that. How do I get
But do you think that, because you and I are quite strong characters,
Yeah.
do you think that our daughters, my daughter's not on social media, she came off it, absolutely hates it. She's actually absolute inspiration to me. Right now she's in Palestine. And the girl is like, she's studying human rights and she wants to save the world. And so she's so far removed from social media, editing, all of, she does not care, right? But do you think that that's an influence that we've had on them? Do you think that's something that we've done?
I think from my perspective, being being a single parent creates a very, very strong ground, and it sets the bar as to where they are going to go with it, because they see what we do. I think culturally plays a massive role on it. I can't take away my culture. My culture is my culture. As much as they go, Mum, you're living in England. Yeah, but your parent is Greek. Deal with it. I am Greek. I'm not changing who I am. Yes, they've challenged me, and yes, we're living in the UK, but I won't change my rule of who I am. I'm a Greek Cypriot woman living in England, so as far as I'm concerned, I say the things that I loathed when I lived at home. Why are you living under my roof if you follow my rules? And I think being that strong of a character is necessary today. Yeah. If you're not that strong, then you might as well just go, right, do what you need to do, and then you'll sit at home worrying every night. Yeah. You have to be strong as a parent. It's not cruel.
It's not.
It's because you love them. Yeah. That's why you do it. And they don't get it, but I think they do now. My children all get it. Even the youngest gets it. And I think I think being strong has a lot to do with it. But I think roots, for me, culturally, as much as my father will never watch this, but I'd hate to admit, but he was so right the way he raised me. Yeah. And I battled him to not the extent that, we get challenged now as parents, because I always say to my dad, if you had to raise a child today, you wouldn't last 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes, not even a minute.
They'd call the police.
Because, again, we had no phones. Well, my dad probably would.
Yeah, my dad would be.
Get me
locked
up. I can't deal with
child abuse. We just got a clip. It's
exactly.
serious though.
Exactly.
We were battered. This is how it was.
My dad just used to look at me and I was
you bet. Listen, forget that. I am 49 years old, right? I'm still scared of my dad. I have an amazing relationship with my dad.
I say that to them now.
But I am still, because it's respect, isn't it?
Respect.
And it's really funny because I agree with you. I was a single parent. And as a single parent, you become mum and dad.
Yeah.
And I feel like you are stricter than the ones that have a mum and dad, because you feel like you have to overcompensate.
Yeah, I assess that myself sometimes.
And I remember Adil's friends come to the gym, and I remember them saying to me, Auntie, we were so scared of you. They wouldn't even want to knock on my door. Come midnight, Adil doesn't answer his phone. I'm on every friend's, but where's Adil? But I had to be. But I look at my children now, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, I've always had respect from all of their friends. I don't know why me, but they've always shown pure respect whenever they've come round, whenever she's had a house party. I've always mingled with them. Yeah. Even at the age of 15, 16, she'd say, Mum, can I have a party? I'd say, yeah, bring your friends, it's fine, I'm here. And I would be there jamming with them. And they'd want me to be involved. Where's your mum gone? They were, and the kids were it's so embarrassing.
Mine's always, oh God, Mum, you're so embarrassing.
Mother, leave, what are you doing here? I'm not staying. But, I mean, I think I wouldn't change the way I've raised my kids at all.
No, well, I think you've done a really good job. I think you've done a really good job. But there's something else I wanted to talk about. This is a bit controversial, and I don't think that there is a right or wrong answer, right? But we were having this conversation, and I think that it came off the back of, I think it was on the news a few weeks ago, about how women feel harassed in the gym by guys. And obviously, when I was here last week, I was with the guys. So some of their argument was, well, they shouldn't. Some of what they wear is not appropriate. What women are wearing in the gym is not appropriate, and whatever. And I think that what they were trying to say is that, okay, so I said to them that obviously these guys work with women, they have clients, and they said that there's a difference between admiring a woman who's got a nice physique, and yes, she's wearing something that shows that off. Mm-hmm. And then there's a difference, isn't there, when there's some guy who's been a complete pervert, right? Have you ever experienced that in the gym? And what are your thoughts on that subject?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to think about what I'm going to say.
I would say there is a difference for 100%. Sure. I think regarding what women wear, I think we all got free will. We can all wear what the hell we want. And actually, when you go to the gym, it's it's a boost for women. You know, I'm boosted that I'm able to put on a pair of shorts and feel good and look good in the gym. I don't necessarily mind somebody admiring that, but if somebody is excessively looking over or being slimy with it, then yeah, I don't like it.
So so if somebody said to you, Paige, that you're only wearing that because you want attention,
I tell him to mind his business.
yeah.
I'd say a
But
few
what
more
would
words.
Yeah, well, that's the PG version.
Yeah, but
But at the same time, I try and be humble, and I try and stay as I try and have a fine balance between being modest. You know, I have a boyfriend and I'm respectful of him, and it's his place of work, but also clothes that make me feel good and make, you know, my legs look good or my ass look good.
It's unfair, isn't it, that why should a woman not be able to wear what she wants to wear because some guy is gonna bring the pervert out in him.
But at the same time, I feel like if I do wear short shorts, or if I wear something quite revealing, then it comes hand in hand. I should expect people to look. Like, you can't wear no clothes and expect no one to look at you. So it's kind of a...
Yeah.
So I can't... If I was
So that's
to wear
what
really
the guys
short,
are probably trying to say.
yeah, if I was to wear really short shorts and a boob tube and go to the gym, I've got really no right to say, oh, that guy's perving on me, because we'll put some more clothes on.
Yeah,
then.
so yeah, but this is where this is
Yeah.
So no, he hasn't got a right to perv on you. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't either.
I don't think
he's
he
not
has
got a right to perv on me, but
there's
he's
like we
going
said,
to look.
Yeah, but a quick glance, you know, she got a nice body, done. But to then feel that because you're wearing what you are wearing, he can then stand there and perv on you and make you feel uncomfortable, I don't think that's acceptable.
It's not acceptable, but what I'm trying to say is, if I was to walk down the street in a bikini, I should expect people to be perving on me. So if I'm wearing next to nothing in the gym, I should expect people to be perving, because there are perverts out there, and most men, you know, are like dogs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I expect it. I'm not saying that they're well within their right, but I should expect it.
Right.
But like,
So if I really don't like it, I would wear more clothes.
I've had times where I've worn leggings and like my arse isn't out, but my arse is there, and I've worn leggings and I've gone into the gym and I've worn my sports bra, and I've had men actually follow me around the gym, not necessarily in fitness factory, but they actually follow you around the gym. It just gets to the point where you don't want to work out because it's just making you feel that uncomfortable. I think that as a whole, like...
Yeah, that's excessive.
And did you say anything to them?
I have, when I was younger, I did. I was a bit reckless when I was younger.
Yeah.
I just had no, like, I used to just go for it. And I said to this one guy, I think it was in Pure Gym, and he was an older guy as well, and I was a bit younger then. And I was just like, are you okay? Like, do you need something? And I don't think he spoke very good English. And he just didn't say anything, he was staring. So I moved out of the way. Like, you know how like they have the whole floor space? He literally followed me, grabbed his weights, followed me. I was like, I'm done with this. Like, what else does he want me to do? It just makes you get to a point where...
And in a Pure Gym, there's no one to complain to, right?
Yeah,
Is there anybody
Pure
there
Gyms,
that you
I
go
wouldn't-
and...
There's no stuff.
No. I mean...
Don't recommend that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not nice, is it, for a woman? Why should you have to be made to feel like that? Like you said, like we said, there's a difference between somebody admiring you. As a woman, I do it all the time. I'll say it to all of you, you're looking good. I look all the time.
I'm going to say something really controversial when you're done.
Go for it. Go on.
So first of all, I don't agree with anything what we've just said, as in I don't agree with men perving at all. But I'm going to actually go with the other side of it now. I'm going to go with the men. I think it's really hard for men.
I said that the other day.
Men
I feel sorry
get
for them.
a real shit end of a deal. Because no matter what they do, they're wrong. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that comes with maturity, because when I was younger, I was a bit like stuff. I was a bit reckless. Anybody said anything to me, pounce on it. Anybody, it didn't matter who it was, how many there was, I was there. I was ready to have 20 people, 5 foot that I am, I would hang anybody that said anything to me that was just a tiny little bit out of line. However, as I've matured and I've watched myself grow as a person and watched how men get a real bad end of a deal sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not defending anybody that is perving on another woman. I'm not saying that it's not okay for a woman to wear what she wants. I'm not saying any of that, but I do feel sorry for men because I think if a girl walks into the gym, irrelevant of how she looks, irrelevant of what she's wearing, and a guy glances over, and that girl's mood or mental health is not like yours, mine, or the next. We're not in the same place as people anyway. She can misconstrue that as, well, he's a pervert. Why is he staring at me? And that guy's barely just gone, who's that? That's not fair for a guy. Mm. And on the other hand, if a girl walks into the gym, and I have done it as myself, I've gone into the gym and I've been on the treadmill at your gym and I've clocked a guy that's in there and I've thought, damn, where the hell has he come from? Like, has God dropped this guy out of heaven? Not because I was perving on him, but his body was so perfect.
Yeah.
And I was mesmerised, but I was watching all the men and not one man would actually go anywhere near this guy, the radius of where they were staying away from him. Not because I was probably jealous of him, but they were just like, this guy has like got the floor here. It was almost like he was on the stage. So I do think men have a real crap end of a deal when it comes to the things we're talking about, because sometimes they're just thrown into the firing line with they can't win.
Yeah.
And
I do feel, but I agree with you. I do feel sorry for them because right now, you with the gym attire, the leggings, the shorts, everything.
And I had this conversation in the gym the other day about how the days when you would wear the shabbiest of fleeces with holes in it.
Joggers. Baggy joggers used to be in. Do you remember?
Just holes
big baggy joggers.
Go and train old school, like with your ripped Converse. And you didn't give a damn about how you look.
Yeah.
Whereas now...
it's completely different.
The market... you can go on Instagram, you can go on Amazon, you can go anywhere you want, and there is a platform for buying gym clothes.
Yeah.
You can buy the duplicates of a Gymshark, you can buy the duplicates of a Bone.
Yeah.
It's out there. So, and it's not, if you can't afford the real stuff, you can get the cheaper stuff. So there is always a way to look good in the gym.
Yeah.
And I do think it's nothing to do with mental health. It's your right as a woman. I don't walk in the gym looking a mess. I know I don't. But I don't also think it's my right, like you said, to walk into the gym with a pair of shorts that barely are covering my bum and not expect someone to... I personally wouldn't feel comfortable anyway to do that, but it's not fair for me to put a man who is... It's in his nature.
Yeah.
To want to look at a woman.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's right though. I mean, I don't want to put it out there that I'm thinking it's saying it's right. It's not right.
No, but this is
nature.
what we're saying, isn't it?
It is their nature.
There is a difference.
There is a
This is what my point
looking
is.
isn't necessarily the issue here.
And I think the women that wear that and then make a big fuss that everybody's looking at me. Well, love, they're going to look at you. Even the women are looking at you.
A man following my daughter around the
but
gym.
That's harassment. That's on a different level now, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. And she's come home many of the times from Cardiff as well, where she said
some weird.
The men are weird. Like they just follow you around the gym, and I'm like, well, why? She's like, I don't know, Mum. Just follow me.
Yeah. And then
you're worried about her leaving the gym on her own anyway.
Yeah.
Because then you're thinking about the journey home.
Yeah, of course. But then there's now the other side of it now. So so this is in the gym. You know, people come to train, whatever, right? Now you've got women on Instagram posting literally their bare bottoms, right? Every other picture is that. And then when you look at the likes, it is literally just men, right? I mean, some of these people, I don't even know what they're promoting.
The ass.
Yeah, right. The jeans. What are your thoughts on that?
I'll let you go first.
What are my thoughts on that? Sometimes it can be unrealistic. Like, you look at, who should I say? Tammy Hembrow, for example. She's had 3 kids now. She's from Australia. She's an influencer. She just had a baby, like, a couple months ago. But when she just had the baby, she posted a picture. And it was, her abs were, like, shrunk. Like, her waist was tiny. Her arse was massive. And she just takes pictures of her arse all the time. I mean, she's got a good bum to be fair to her. Yeah. So it's kind of like, I don't blame her. And then it's just like, I don't know.
Would I do that?
I don't-
Would
I
I
think
do
it's-
that?
Yeah,
It's a bit
I look. I'm all for female. I'm all for female empowerment. I'm out here trying to like tell women that listen, your bum does not define you as a person, right?
Yeah.
Use what is here. We women are amazing, right?
Yeah.
There is so much you can achieve in life. I am in a completely male-dominated industry. I must be one of the only women that owns a gym like what I own, and I'm surrounded by men, right? Trust me, if I was on Instagram posting my ass every day, I would not have the respect
No.
No.
that I have.
No.
Okay? And I don't think I'd be where I am today because I would be focusing
But
on
I think as
that
you get
than what I
mature,
need to.
Anisha, you know that you're respected as a person because of the way somebody's persona is with you. So I walk into the gym and I've never felt disrespected by anybody because I think it comes with whom I am.
Yeah.
It comes with who I am as a person. I demand respect.
Yes.
And I would not take anything
Yeah.
less from anybody because when you've had a rough deal before, you hit a stop button and you say it's not going to happen
Yeah.
again, and then you change. I've always been who I am, but you lose yourself.
Yeah.
So I think that if you have not got no respect for yourself, then no one else is going to have it for you.
No.
And if you drop that bar,
Yeah.
then you've completely
Yeah.
lost
But I mean,
it.
do you think that they're like, what are they doing for women? Like, what is she, this woman that you're talking, what is she doing for women?
First trap.
How are we, how is she inspiring the next generation? Is that what they're going to aspire to?
That I don't think it is inspiring.
No.
If I was to post a photo of my ass on Instagram, that would be for attention,
Of course.
for likes, for validation that my ass is great, and yeah.
And hey
that's
ho, is that
it.
going to pay your bills? Is that going to?
But it
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
now because you've got things like
some it
OnlyFans
does.
and things like that.
Yeah,
so
but still,
your
how
ass
long?
does
How
sell
long?
now.
How long? You know, how long before you start to age and then that ass is not
Exactly.
interesting? And then now you're saying now Kim Kardashian's decided she doesn't want a big
It's
ass
exactly
anymore,
what Paige
so nobody
said
wants one
before.
anymore. So
Yeah.
that's not
The
going
mental
to.
health side of it is 90% of the girls and boys that are doing it have got, very low self-esteem of themselves. It's irrelevant whether they've got a good bum because they've probably got 3,000 people around them to make them look that good.
Like I know
But-
I've got a good ass because my boyfriend tells me. Like I don't need
You don't need that whole-
100,000
yeah.
other people to tell me that I've got a great ass
Yeah.
to make me feel like I'm.
Is
I'm
that enough
something.
for you, Paige? When Andre says that, do you feel fulfilled with just Andre saying it, or do you
His
still?
love
there
is
a part-
enough
is
for
there-
me, yeah. But I do have self-esteem issues on occasion,
yeah.
but it doesn't make me want to start my Instagram back up and post a photo of my ass.
But you know something, Paige? Like, just say you do have an amazing ass.
I do.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's all appreciate your ass. But just say you didn't. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
yeah.
Like if Dre still loves you
Yeah.
for who you are, because trust me, he doesn't love you just for that. You soon get bored of
Yeah.
that. It's the personality, right?
Yeah.
Like, what about all the other things? Being a great mom,
Yeah.
being,
That can
achieving
get
things
lost.
in your life.
That
you
can
know?
get lost, I think, sometimes with the whole social media platform. It's all about how you look, your aesthetics, how beautiful you are, how good you can do your makeup, what brand makeup you've got, what brand bikini you're wearing. I think it's all unrealistic. So people are trying their hardest to get to that standard, and they've resorted in,
It's, do you know what?
Watching people-
snapping their bodies and things like that. And you know, when I was younger, I'd probably be more inclined to post like a bikini photo and things like that. But as I've matured, I'm 31 now, I've still got a long way to go, but I do feel like I've got a certain level of respect for myself where I don't actually need to do that to get that validation. Because really, for me, that's all it is validation. When I used to post a photo, whether it be in a bikini or on holiday or just a normal selfie, I used to just be so obsessed with like who was liking it, like how many likes have I got now? What
Can I
what
be
good
honest,
is that?
Paige? I agree with you totally. And another thing where I'm going to defend men, if your boyfriend generally said, "Why have you posted that for?"
Oh
Because
God, don't start this.
It's a great picture. It's
Yeah.
a great picture. I look great in it. Well, no, you've posted that because you want attention. Really?
So what though?
But
So what?
But wait, and then the girl goes, no, I didn't. I posted because it's a great, fantastic picture of me. The man is right. I'm sorry. The man is right. He posted it for attention. But because she don't agree with me and stuff, have countless
but it's good. That's why I want to
We're not on the same page.
We're like different. But this is the thing, isn't it? Different.
Pure on fact, you've posted that because, yes, you may look amazing. You may feel amazing, and that's your God-given right to feel that. However, the whole world does not need to see that. You've posted that, like you said, you're in it every 5 minutes. Who liked it? How many comments? It's because you need attention, not because it's a bad thing to want attention.
No, it's not a bad
thing. But then
thing.
when your boyfriend or your man says it to you, you're like, no, but it's true. And then you get arsy with them. So then the man shuts the hell up again.
But the funny thing is,
he doesn't know where to put his face, because it's like, if I say anything, she's going to bite my head off again.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is men, the majority of men
are the ones that are looking.
don't want their women to post photos like that.
Because
they're the one that's perving.
They're the ones that
everybody else.
They're the ones that are liking.
There is a difference between a narcissist.
I was going to say it.
A narcissist, if you were with a narcissist, a man who turns everything about him, then you need to kick him out. Get rid of him.
If the man's got something to say about something that you post, but then he goes and likes someone else's picture of the exact same pose and shit like that, then they've got no right to come to you and be like, why?
I mean, I asked the guys that were here last week, and they all said that they would not be happy. They would not be with a woman. They said, all of them said they would not be with a woman that. And we're not talking about a picture every now and again, or you're on holiday and you've posted them. That we're talking about people who literally post their ass every other day or every day or whatever. Just that. There's no other,
because there's nothing left for you as a couple.
Yeah.
There's no privacy left.
No,
there's nothing left that is personal or private to you. If you're showing your ass off to the world, then why are you with me?
Yeah, but that boy should feel like, oh shit, I'm well lucky to have that girl.
No.
Is that what do you think that?
Yeah,
really?
That.
Yeah. So do you think that it's
because
okay?
If I want to post a picture of me and myself in a bikini, that's because I feel confident in myself then and there.
That's fine though, Sab,
but then the boy should look at that picture and go, oh, I'm actually quite lucky to have that. I agree. But you shouldn't have no right on what I do post.
Every single
that's
post.
ass.
We're talking about somebody who literally just.
Yeah, well, thirst trap.
You don't do that.
Yeah. Not like a bikini.
I don't even know what that means.
But they're
thirst
trap. You want attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
Begging it. That's one of the words they use, isn't it? Begging it. Yeah. But no, I think there's a difference. That's what I said. That if you're on holiday and you post it, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you just
there's still an etiquette though.
Yeah.
It's
how much you. Yeah.
Personally, anyone can do what they want to do. I'm no position to judge. But for me, I just think, I don't know, I just don't like it when girls feel like they need to post these like sexy photos. For what? Like, for who?
And not only that,
for randomers?
A lot of girls, boys, when they're having a moment, no matter what the moment is, whether they fell out with a partner.
Yeah, or the worst one is when they have a breakup.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the woman goes crazy.
Or they write.
It's like, you're going to know what you're missing out on, mate. Yeah. Right? It's just every other one.
I mean, I'm not on Facebook because I can't stand it, but that they post something like, having a bad day. And then they just leave it at that, and then somebody will go, oh, what's
wrong, babe?
DM me. Well, don't post it all over frigging Facebook then if you don't want the world to know that you're having a bad day.
Do you know when I'm upset?
Yourself.
So a hand on heart, if I'm quite a strong character, so it takes a lot to like get me down or whatever, right? And my faith is really strong, so if I'm upset, I just pray. But if I'm down or I'm upset or I retreat. I don't want nobody to know. You won't see me at the gym much because I don't want people to see me. Yeah. My kids will never see me cry. The only time I cry is when I pray to God, and that's it. Like, I don't want anybody to know. And then I'll sort myself out and I'm back and I'm okay. But that irks me. When I see people write those things, it really does. Like, why do you need to go on Instagram and tell the whole world that I'm having a shit? Or I look so ugly today. And then everybody's like, no, babe, you look gorgeous. Even I felt the need to say, no, you look gorgeous. Do you know?
You kind of want to go, where are you? I want to come and give you a hug. Like, you kind of want to say to these people, like,
don't.
are you okay? Or
not a slap.
Are you not a slap? Like, are you mentally okay? Or are you not with it? Like,
listen, so for you to feel that shit and go on your phone and go, I'm going to write that I'm feeling really shit, you can't feel that bad, surely. Like, if you can actually sit there and write on your phone,
I just think
I
it's
feel
attention,
shit today,
isn't it?
guys.
It's
like,
just attention.
feel
It's
really bad
begging
about
again.
myself.
It's just
attention.
want attention. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. You've got to imagine, when we were growing up, there was no platform to share your attention with.
But some people
Like,
have no support network, you know.
Yeah,
some
there's
people
that.
have
True.
real friends. They're more
Yeah.
like acquaintances or
But that's sad
their
as well,
social
isn't
media
it?
friends.
That's
So-
sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That people think that all those followers on their social media are their family, their friends.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. In fact, there's people that follow each other, but then when they see
even
each other,
know
they don't even speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they comment on everything. It's like, how? Do you know? But I tell you, the mental health to me is a very new word. It's like mental health is something that in my generation was not really talked about. It wasn't that common. I mean, God, we went through shit. You know, I've had a daughter that's had brain surgery. I've had 2 divorces. I've had my gym burnt down, and all the shit that happened before it, leading up to, like, you know, divorces and
Your
stuff.
upbringing,
I've not
childhood,
even I've not talked. You know, I don't really like talking about all my personal life that much. But trust me, like. But you just got on with it. Like, mental health did not even come into it. Shit happens. You pick yourself up and you get on with it. And if I had ever gone to my parents, even now, and said, oh, you know, I think I've got some mental health issues, my dad would be like, what the hell have you got mental health issues for? There's people dying in the world. Look at everybody in Syria. Look at Turkey. They've all been bombed to death. What are you crying about? You got a roof over your head. You got food on the table. What's wrong with you? And that is exactly what it would be. Like, what, you know?
I think it's like mental health, ADHD, Asperger's, all of these illnesses that have probably all.
And I'm not even saying that somebody that's got mental health hasn't got mental health.
Though, Anisha,
yeah,
it's just they've never been kind of pulled out the cracker.
We weren't allowed to. Yeah,
So now all of a sudden, there is an element of people with genuine issues, and then there's people that have jumped on it and gone, do you know what, this is going to get me out of X, Y, and Z. Not feeling very good. And the hard thing is being able to kind of say, you know what, you genuinely have that issue and you're just taking it all for a ride. It's very hard. And I think all of these ADHD issues, all of these things were around. And if you look back on the generation 70s, 80s, and you look at the adults' form of those children now, probably 50% of them do have some sort of ADHD, but they were just classed as the naughty kid at school, or the child that didn't listen at school, or the kid that's come from a bad upbringing, you know, X, Y, and Z. But I think living with something like that, because I do believe it does exist.
Of course it does.
I just think that we wasn't allowed.
We weren't exactly.
To pull it open.
And I'm not saying that, you know, like mental health.
No.
I'm not. You know, there are people that suffer from mental health, and I'm not saying.
I agree.
But like, have we, as a society, has everybody just become really soft? Are we like, you know, people are not resilient anymore? Like,
I don't think COVID
like people can't cope with anything.
I don't think COVID helped. I think COVID pushed people to an element of many other things: loneliness, missing family, time to think about their lives, address what was going on in their lives. And I think that didn't help. And I think I'm going to say something very controversial. I think the government did that on purpose. They've done this completely on purpose. So, yeah, screw you, government. You did this on purpose. I think that all of this was planned. COVID was planned to get us all...
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, because now, look, you know...
Yeah, where has it gone
giving
now?
all this furlough money out, it's all great. Everybody's laughing their heads off in the garden, drinking beers, 3-4 months off work. Where did they think this money was going to go back? It was going to go back from your pocket. It was all pre-planned. So... now the hospitals are overridden with people with mental health. It was all planned.
Yeah.
And, you know, every other sentence now you're hearing, oh, he's got mental health issues. Oh, he's suicidal. Yeah. Oh, he's killed himself. He couldn't cope. Couldn't cope with what? You know, things that haven't changed that much.
Yeah.
Yes, we're in an economical crisis, yes. But the government did it. But because, unfortunately, we're sheep and who, if you're not, then I'll raise my hand to you. We're all sheep. We do as we're told.
Yeah, we do, especially in this
country. They put the bills up, you pay it.
Yeah.
You get your TV licence, you pay it.
Yeah.
Because you're told. You get a fine, you pay it.
Yeah.
Because you are told if you don't, there'll be a consequence to it. We're all sheep.
We are.
And that is how we have to be in this
But,
world,
I mean, going back to what Paige said earlier about, you said you suffered from some, mental health stuff and whatever, right? And it was because you were looking at the social media and you were aspiring to this life that you felt you just could not achieve. And do you think that that is the cause of why this generation suffer from mental health more than our generation? Because we didn't have this devil, that's what Drake called it.
The devil.
The devil.
The root of all evil.
Social media,
Yeah.
And that this constant comparing, looking at what people are driving, they're on holiday. I mean, I was lucky if I got taken to Blackpool, Like, now, it's like the norm, like young kids.
Yeah, my kids
are on holiday 4 or 5 times a year.
Even relationships has really affected. Like, my grandparents, they were together for 65 years. But there was no social media back then. And my granddad always used to say that when the internet kind of came, that it just distracted everybody from what they had at home.
Yeah.
So even like cheating.
Because it's so much easier.
Yeah. You just like you said, comparing, but also there's always that something better out there. You always want that something better, and you don't actually appreciate what
you see that person who's always on holiday or always got a nice new car or got new clothes on and always looking good or eating at fancy restaurants, and that it consumes people, and then that affects their mental health.
I think also for the older generation that are on, like my dad's on every single social media. I mean, it pops up today. My dad's on Snapchat. I don't even think he knows how to use it, but he's on Snapchat.
My dad would be dangerous.
My dad lives in a Mediterranean country, and when he first got Facebook, I think he just got carried away, like friend requesting everybody. And he rang me, he says, "Eleanor." I said, "Yes, Dad." He says, "Some Russian woman's texted me." I said, "I would suggest that you delete it, Dad, and get rid of it before
she tries to get money out of you, and you end up with a Russian wife.
And all she put was hi. And my dad must have got titivated by it and thought, a Russian woman's texted me. I said, delete it. But this is how, like you said, things go wrong. Because, I mean, he wouldn't dare, but my point is that he just thought that was attention. Even at his age, where he doesn't really crave it, he doesn't need it. But he's on every single platform, you can imagine. He's on more than I'm on. And I'm like, he'll do live Instagram videos in the middle of the village in Cyprus. Like, singing.
Half the time I don't think he knows what he's doing.
I don't know. And he's got the camera and he's moving it around, and it's like you can see his eyeball, and it's like, what are you doing, Dad? Get off it, man. You're too old for it. Enjoy your life.
So anyway, we've got literally 5 minutes now. So we're going to summarize on what we've discussed, and we've talked about a lot. And I think we could go on for another few hours, right? Really interesting subject. But I think, from what we've talked about today, a lot of it stems from social media and comparing and trying to be this, everybody's trying to have this ideal life that's not attainable, right? What would your message be to everyone out there right now watching this? If we all do like a quick...
Eleanor? My message would be you, be true to who you are, be respectful to who you are. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, as long as you are being who you are, it doesn't matter, because you will then see the outcome of that person. And that is the beauty of it all at the end of the day. There's nothing better than you. That's it, basically.
Love you for who you are. And what about you, Steph? What would you say?
I'd probably say to be as selfish as you can. And in that respect, if you go into the gym, makes you happy, then forget about all the little things in the back of your head that you're like, oh, but I've got to do this and that. Just be as selfish as you can. Forget about things that you see. Just honestly think about your own self, as much as you can, and it will honestly better your self-esteem, I think.
And what about you, Paige? What would you say? Get off social media.
Yeah, get off social media.
Watch our podcast.
Just to practice gratitude, really. That's made me go a long way. Focusing on what I do have and how blessed I am. And that leaves me open to endless possibilities because I'm actually content with who I am. And I don't think that if I don't want for anything, I will receive everything.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, my message is very similar to a bit of everybody's. Love yourself for who you are. You are, every woman is beautiful as she is. Doesn't matter what size you are, what shape you are, what color you are. It does not matter. Love yourself for who you are. Doesn't matter what you look like. Your body, how you look, does not define who you are as a person. Okay? It is what you put out into the world that matters. Yeah? The how you make people feel, how when you walk into a room, you could be a size, whatever size, but it's that aura you put out there into the world, you know, the confidence that comes with it. Stand tall, stand proud, you know, don't let social media like make you feel crap, because we as women have so much to offer. And make your goals not about just how you look, but about so much more than that. Yes, go to the gym, you know, push those weights, work to try and increase on that every week. You know, that will empower you. That will make you feel so good. And just be happy. You know, that we are so blessed. And I think, like you said, count your blessings. Rather than look at what you don't have, look at what you do have, and you will always feel so much better. So thank you, guys. You know, hopefully, thank you to all of you for coming along. And we look forward to the next podcast. And please let us know what you would like us to talk about. Let us know in the comments what you think about what we've discussed. You don't have to always agree with us.
Can't wait for the boys and girls.
But thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.